We've got a big one on cue here from Extreme Arena in Coralville, Iowa, as it's the Rocky Mountain Raptors, who are arguably the favorite here in the Iowa City area at the 2026 Harvest Classic, getting put to potentially a real test. The Missouri Mastodons, a relic of the BLL and GPBLL, with a new look trying to have their same dominance here after playing in Senior B this season. This is their first set of Senior A games. They have stepped up to the occasion, still unbeaten up to this point, trying to keep things going against their toughest task yet. Luke Jordan with you here with the rest of Rabid Bunny Media Productions. Happy to be with you all. Mastodons a 7-4 victory against the Muskies and a 12-2 win against Madison. So these two teams very likely will be the two on semifinal Sunday unless the Muskies are to beat the Raptors later. Then things could get interesting. But right now, it's 2-1 versus, or should I say 2-0 versus 1-0. Battle of unbeatens ready to get going here. Rocky Mountain and the Darks, and they start with the face-off win. Kuligowski will slide it over, and attacking come the Raptors right away, with a bit of a slip at that, as it's taken in by Brad Klauser. Dill. Mastodons will have to take advantage of every possession they can. See some Portagers guys who just played. Some of them even in full gear, ready to just get out and scout these two teams, knowing they will very likely play one of these two tomorrow in the semifinal, and heck, maybe the other in the championship for all we know. Something happened here to Zach Stroish. He just ran to the tunnel. It's a really odd sight. Hope he's okay. A couple of Mastodons still looking down the tunnel with a little bit of a confused look. Illegal equipment. All right. Add another one to the bingo card this weekend that we have not seen. I mean, I've been a part of the BLL for 4 or 5 years. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Maybe with the stick, maybe like once or twice, but that's a once-a-year occasion, if anything. Really bizarre. As Snyder feeds it backside, that one cut off. Well played by Carson Morrissey. And now the other way, taking some hacks, still on the move. Oh, and Even Street. Even Street covered by two Raptors as he tries to wing his way around the goal. Feeds it over now for Sam Todd, who has scored in both games for the Mastodons. 19 goals through 2 games. They are most commonly known for their defensive efforts. Save made there. Catelli just suffocate teams defensively, but this is a new task. Toughest opponent by a mile, which makes this a matchup so much more interesting than it already is. Snyder, once again, it's hauled in now by Bennett Spruill. Glued against the wall by Nick Hildebrand. Snyder unleashes, goes wide. Over and back. This has proven to be a good game so far in the first 3 minutes and change, a small sample nonetheless. Starting from the corner is Max Arnone. And now up top for the usual Fogo, Connor Hill. But should I even say Fogo? Maybe just face off, because he does not really get off too often. Gets a lot of good offensive looks for Missouri. They creep up very high here, just trying to burn some time. And now Heck even get a look out of it. Save made nonetheless. It's brought in by the 2025 tournament MVP, Charlie Whitty. Doskins crashing, takes the pass, shoots one on, and a save by Hebert. Couple of whistles. What happened here? Tegan Simons over to talk with two officials. Midwest Lacrosse Supply makes outfitting your team easy. From team stores that never close and custom jerseys offering some of the best pricing, quality, and turnaround times in the game. From uniforms to team apparel to lacrosse equipment, we make ordering simple at MidwestLacrosseSupply.com. Would really love to have a ref mic at this moment. These types of weird occasions where you just can't know what's going on unless you're...
He said something about he was expecting him to come back on the floor, but he just left.
Okay.
So he saw the guy come off without the box. So there's no real rule about that.
Yeah, that is interesting. Well, we're back to usual now, 5-on-5. Can see throughout as you kind of look around. There are a lot of people here to watch this game compared to the previous games. Here's a chance for Noah Campbell. Into the corner. Arnone shakes free. Tiptoeing his way around, just misses the pass. A little out of reach for Corker, and Missouri quickly getting their guys to the bench so they can make those defensive adjustments. Rocky Mountain getting their chance. Fairly new program established in 2024. They were runner-ups back in Chicagoland in 2024. Got pretty mad and went on to win the national championship the next year. Now they look to do it a second time. Pete Hebenstreet out wide for Andrew Defoe. Stroish over to the side for Hill. Hill faking a pass, goes up top. Defoe, space getting created. Hill goes from range, good save with 6 on the shot clock. Rebound up for grabs, bounces right to Whitty. Starts it ahead. Nice move to the forehand and a better save. Hebert able to make the stop. Hebert launches it up the floor, and that just hits the leg of Ben Carr. Carr floats forward, could be a chance, couple of fakes. Hebert, a great save. Two very legit netminders. They are serious about their craft. Open space now, and Snyder can't haul it in. Tyler Snyder was just about in all alone. Plays it across now. Trainer for Snyder. Good backside feed, and they score. Tyler Doskins getting on the board. Finally a name to write down in the goal column for either of these sides. It took until the 2:38 mark. Get somebody on the board.
Scoring for the Raptors, number
Rocky Mountain with the lead. They have not lost once this season, trying to keep things that way, and hey, they double it. So it's Tyler Doskins, then Daniel Henley, and they're really starting to pound on the gates now. And a face-off win right after Mike Kuligowski. Raptors are settled in. Have been on an absolute tear yet again this season, outscoring their opponents 181-46 entering this Harvest Classic. Backpedaling recovery made by Douglas, thrown to the far side. Hebert makes a stop. Hebert, numbers coming the other way. Floating pass ahead now, a 2-on-1. Hill over for Campbell. Campbell tries to go 5-hole. Another good stop by Witt. Funk denied. Bouncing around, hard hit on Emmett Coleman. One-handed pass over for Hill. He's got a man crashing, waits to hit him. Fresh shot clock to work with. They are acknowledging that. It's really starting to slow down. Sam Todd. Up top for Dan Funk. Funk puts one on. Witt, an easy save. Gonna have to do better than that on an MVP caliber goalie. Raptors saying settle down. Bennett Spruell. Out in front, BTB try, falls through! Right as the buzzer sings on the first. It's a beautiful one from Tyler Snyder. And a 3-0 lead at that for Rocky Mountain. Great start here. And a look at it here. How good is that?
BTB try, falls through.
Hard to do, especially on a goalie like Hebert. Stepping away for just a break here on Rabid Bunny Media. Here we go, ready for the face-off to start the second. 3-0 in favor of the Rocky Mountain Raptors. A buzzer beater at that from Tyler Snyder. Third unique goal scorer for the Rocky Mountain Raptors, and they look good as ever right now. It's Williams out of the pile to get things going. Nick Williams. Settled down. They go up top for Jacob Parsons. Williams winds into one and finds the bottom left. That shot gone in the blink of an eye, and it's 4-0 Raptors. 4 different goal scorers now, and the Mastodons really need to start finding an answer, or else this could get ugly quick. Witt was about to go out and play it, instead now worked ahead. Owen Dill. Have to wonder how much of an advantage it is to be playing in that second game compared to your third. Mastodons just look a little exhausted at the moment. Mental mistakes like that. They will not give up. Defoe. Out in front, heavy push into the goal. Crease violation. Nicholas Timmons. Off for Trevor Douglas. 102 career goals playing MCLA at the University of Utah. Put wide from a distance. Recollected by Graydon Easton. That's also off target. Shot clock violation. Oh wow, illegal sub. They have been tight on that today. And this is on Missouri. Gabriel Fardine will serve it. They just teched up the bench. Hey, these officials are working long days. You don't want to get on their nerves. And that's exactly what they just did. So Nolan Corker, he just, oh my gosh. They just threw out arguably Missouri's top goal scorer. Wow, that is deflating. He has been sensational. 4 goals in the opener, 2 in the next game.
On the Mastodons, number 20, 2 minutes for holding. Number 74, 2 minutes for game misconduct, inhibiting game misconduct and ejection.
So now Rocky Mountain a chance to really start to run away with this one. Was a pretty close first in all honesty, and just it has started to really spread apart. Thrown backside, and there's one. They will do this all day if they have to.
Scoring for the Raptors, number 22.
Tyler Dawkins with his second.
Dawkins.
5-0 now in favor of the Raptors. And it's Ben Carr calls for it off the face-off victory. 5-on-4 at least for the next 50 seconds. Sean Traynor down to the side. Spruell bouncing around, hits the back glass. Williams wide the goal. Shot clock violation. Sam Todd out of the box. We're back to even. Only one goal bleeds through on that 5-on-3. A real pro of the running clock. Oh my goodness, that's going to be a penalty. Hard hit on Noah Campbell. Looks to be Dylan Lawrence who gets the call.
Penalty assessed to the Raptors, number 35, Dylan Lawrence, 2 minutes for boarding.
Runs over Noah Campbell, and that creates a chance now for Missouri to get on the board. Charlie Witt has not been scored on yet. Arnone put wide. And a chance to move the other way. Short-handed. Carl gets it ahead. All alone now, save Hebert. Trainer on the look. .105 and counting left to go on the man up. Put wide from distance and out of play. Emmett Coleman on the try there. Good majority of the remaining power play time is starting to be burned away. Dylan Lawrence to be released in 33 seconds. Right at the 1:30 mark of this first half. 8 to shoot. Spruell. He's got a chance, and Hebert makes the stop from distance. A dozen more before we're back to even. Coughed up, it's Trainer and all alone, short-handed. Trainer, couple of fakes, 5-hole finish. The former third-team All-American back in college hasn't lost a bit, as you see here.
Back to even. Coughed up, it's Trainer and all alone, short-handed. Trainer, couple of fakes, 5-hole finish.
Unable to drop down in time. Looks like he's expecting up high, late on the reaction, and 6-0, and that could very much be the score that takes us to the half. Timeout called, a smart one used by Missouri. Better there than left unused.
Apparently this Missouri.
Sorry, I really was just trying to get your attention.
Just make yourself up as we go.
Powell Lacrosse is proud to be the official uniform partner of the BLL, powering teams from coast to coast with custom game-ready gear built for every level of play. From game day jerseys to championship gear, Powell Lacrosse outfits programs to look sharp and play harder. Learn more at powelllacrosse.com. 49.5 to go in the second. It is 6-0 in favor of the Rocky Mountain Raptors, who are looking to go 11-0 on the season overall. They had a 9-0 regular season, just simply a bunch of people who are not only good lacrosse players, but good at working with each other. Very few mental mistakes from this Raptors team in this game. And the Mastodons just can't keep up. It would be an absolute stretch to say that this is a must-score type of opportunity, but you feel if you can get one before the half, it definitely gives you a little hope headed into the tunnel. If they even go to the tunnel. Most teams don't, in all honesty. Just a 5-minute break. Backpedaling is Funk. Almost found Arnone in front of the net on a BTB attempted feed. Now it's pried loose from Coleman. Brought the other way as the shot clock is now off at this point. 22 on the game clock, and they blow dead this opportunity. Why exactly, I am not sure. Oh, they called timeout. Well, that's a situation where maybe it was better unused. Raptors will still have possession, and they'll likely have the last look of the first half, but that ended up a real deadly opportunity, and it's swiped away. Great chance to let you know, Morrow Athletics is built to put players in the best gear so they can play their best from fully custom team uniforms and apparel to box lacrosse gear, including face masks, shafts, gloves, and more. Morrow helps teams look their best and compete at their highest level. Morrow Athletics, engineered for the fight, built for the win. Raptors are built for victory right now. Trying to find one more before the conclusion of the half. This is the last game for the Mastodons. They're 2-0. And for the Raptors, they still have one later at 8 that will truly claim whether they get that top seed, but this would make a huge difference. Time runs out. 6-0, 20 minutes down, 20 to go here from Coralville. A little bit of talking after the buzzer. Mastodons will be desperate for an answer as we'll step away for just a little bit here on Rabid Bunny Media.
While the world still sleeps, we rise. When others find excuses, we find strength. This is where the work begins. Late nights, early mornings. This is who we are. Discipline is our lifestyle. We push through the sweat, the pain, and the doubts. When the road gets tough, we get tougher. We don't settle for average because we're not average. We aim higher, hit harder, and dig deeper. Each day, we work to be better than the last. Success isn't handed to us, it's earned. Because in the end, we're the ones who rise, the ones who conquer, the ones who win.
Ready for the second half here. 6-0. Rocky Mountain Raptors with just a tear of the first 20 minutes. Looking like a real favorite here in Iowa City. Day one, and then the semifinals and championship are tomorrow. Trainer definitely might have gotten away with a hold there. Bit of a bear hug, but we'll play on. Emmett Coleman now steps into a shot, and Charlie Witt has still not conceded a goal here in this one. One of these have to be a push eventually, I'd assume, as that's a beautiful pass across the floor for Funk. He goes wide of the net. Shot clock violation. Bit of a confusion there with Red Edwards. Not sure if he was getting whistled into play there. Now Parsons. Parsons looking to spin free. He takes a check up high. Parsons, beautiful fake pass. Tries to float it out for Graydon Easton. Instead, it's lost. Coleman, hawked for the ball, gets it ahead. Morrissey will take his time. Tries a spin dodge, ends up on his knee. And that'll be an over and back. Out in front, Doskins, who's got 2 goals in this game. Only multi-goal scorer for Rocky Mountain. They've spread it out well. Only 7 left to shoot on this possession. One-handed pass up top, a save by Hebert. Bouncing around in front and right into the breadbasket of Nick Hildebrand. Andrew Defoe. Defoe, that's a nice feed for Hill. Bouncing around now, picked up by Dylan Lawrence for just a moment. Hand shoots up, we've got a penalty coming. A lot of shoving around the wall, and it'll stop for the time being. Penalties on Max Arnone.
Penalty assessed to the Mastodons, number 77, Max Arnon, 2 minutes for boarding. Mastodons, number 77, Max Arnon, 2 minutes for boarding.
Doskins, umbrella up high, Snyder works it to the far. Snyder backpedaling, takes this pass, waiting, works it back up top. Now Douglas. Doskins trying to sneak it, save Hebert. Hebert, well out of his crease, good check in the corner by Dill. And now Missouri working it the other way. Fardeen, while nearly falling, tries to get a pass to the middle. Red Edwards now. Still over a minute left to kill for Missouri. No look pass to the near side. Easton. Snyder. Down to the side, quick stick score. Another nice looking goal for the Raptors. That time it's Daniel Henley. Finds his second.
Scoring for the Raptors, number 19, Daniel Henley.
7-0 ball game. Opening goal of the half finally arrives after past halfway through the third. And the Raptors are on good pace. Ow. Trainer. Save made by Hebert. Body contact in deep. Raptors stay with it. Fresh shot clock. Sean Trainer. Over to Nick Williams. Parsons. Jacob Parsons. Gives it off. Trainer back up top. Quick shot save. Hebert. Out to the middle for Noah Campbell. Campbell out in front, and there's Witt with another save. He just knows where that ball's going to be. Practically already down before that shot was even released. Really tough to score on. Snyder now. Misses on Williams. That's going to roll over for an over and back. We've got whistles behind the play. A penalty's assessed here. And now Daniel Henley, who just recently scored, is headed to the box.
Penalty assessed on the Raptors, number 19, Daniel Henley. 2 minutes holding the stick. Raptors, number 19, Daniel Henley, 2 minutes remaining.
I think you're seeing whistle.
From distance, going wide is Funk. That sneaks over him. Chance the other direction if Trainer can get to it before the whistle, but he can't. So instead now we play a extended game of keep away. Kept out wide with time to kill for Rocky Mountain. Trainer. Good fake there from Owen Hebenstreet. A lot of offensive possessions, nothing to show for the Mastodons, and Witt makes a beautiful save. His reaction time is otherworldly. Another save for Witt. And the other way the Raptors come. They'll wait, find Wilt with a chance. Wilt now brushed off the crease. Well, that's Witt, pardon me, Cameron Witt. Up for Parsons. 40 seconds left in the third. Bodies domino over each other out near the half line. Parsons answers with a check of his own. Not enough for a call there. And we've got some shoving going on after a couple sounds of whistles. Back to even. Watch out. Campbell pushed over. That's an over and back. Incredibly smart play. And an answer. My goodness, what a hit by Hildebrand. It is getting out of sorts. Much needed whistle. And a much needed buzzer. 7-0 after 3. Wondering if that penalty is on Hildebrand's hit. Felt clean, but that'll take us to the break here, and we'll break it all down. We come back here after 3 quarters from the Iowa City area. So that penalty was, in fact, on Nick Hildebrand for an illegal body check. And that's why there are currently 4 out there for Missouri to get going on the 4th. 10 fresh minutes on the board. And no goals to show for Missouri, and that's just deflating to start. Owen Dill takes a spill. Watch out! Dill's a little angry. Parsons retaliates, and this is going to get waived. Retaliation cross-check by Jacob Parsons. And in the end, Owen Dill's funny fall didn't look all that bad.
Penalty assessed to the Raptors. Number 12, Jacob Parsons. 2 minutes for cross-check. Raptors, number 12, Jacob Parsons. 2 minutes for cross-check.
Hill with the screen set. Tries to fling it inside. Batted free. Brought in by Red Edwards. Flung across. Spruell. Williams back for Spruell. 4-on-4 at the moment. Easton crashing to the net. Great sliding save by Hebert. A lot of speed from Graydon Easton. One of the top goal scorers on the Colorado Buffaloes MCLA team this year. And now the other way come the Mastodons. Defoe. Mastodons have probably landed about 10 shots, maybe less. Nothing getting by. Hill comes up top. Funk helps create a screen. One-handed down low. Defoe, that one won't go. Look for a second like he might have had the 5-hole whip beat, but forget about it. And now the other way, Nicholas Timmons. Timmons offers Spruell. Spruell racing down the side. He's kind of bear hugged. It's only 2 Raptors out there at the moment before they get 2 on. Bit of an early defensive change, and now we're back to even. 5-on-5 all around. Todd. Noah Campbell. He goes down. Gets right back up. Todd. Gets a bit of a flinch out of Charlie Witt. That's aggressive to say the least from Ben Carr, and shot clock violation. Nick Williams, who's got a goal in this game. Over to the side for Easton on the way. He takes a hard hit on his way to goal. Now they're shoving. Easton and Brad Klauser, but they don't go too much further than a couple. Pete Hebenstreet trying to work his way by. He does. Hebenstreet over to the side. Extra pass. Here comes Arnone. Witt makes the save and makes sure it doesn't trickle by. Out in front, couple of fakes. It's Trainer trying to finish. He goes dashing into the wall. After a not so bad try, now here is Trevor Douglas. Spruell with a good look. Douglas regaining. Got Simons calling for it up top. Well, I'll let the play explain itself there. Not the best of cross checks by Defoe. The cross check of offensive frustration. Still nothing on the board. Charlie Witt has been all over it today.
Penalty assessed to the Mastodons, number 25, Andrew Defoe. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Mastodons.
Portagers and Salt Lake City Storm, east-west collision coming up next. That'll decide who gets the top seed over in Pool B. And right now it's looking pretty good for the Raptors. They just have to secure a win later against the Muskies to make sure of that. 3-on-1. Launched in by Dill, just to be denied again. And Witt, a quick dart up the floor. Creates a chance for Tegan Simons, who hits the side of the goal. Leaping grab. First down. How about that from Douglas? That is a talented catch with a lacrosse stick. Dill escaping the checks. Sips it over now for Sam Todd. Backhanding try ends up in the corner. And shot clock violation. Mastodons want to whistle to stop play. It sets a 2-on-0. A long one that rings the iron. "20 seconds left before Defoe is out. Spruell can't pick it up. Backside feed. Parsons waiting a little too long. 3 to shoot. Spruell's got to unleash it. Great try and a save from Hebert. Defoe has no idea he's supposed to be out of the box right now. Oh my gosh. It took an enraged Mastodon bench to get him to punch his alarm clock. I have not seen that in quite some time. Funk looking for Campbell. Bounce it around, picked up, and here come the Raptors. Defoe is a little upset now. He's putting the body on Trainer. Williams, one-handed toss, looking to get fancy. Funk now takes it up off the turnover, but not for long. Oh, geez. Couple of hard hacks from our known. Spruell back over. Nick Williams, numbers crashing, doesn't like his odds. Now feeds it. Spruell was deceptive on the near side, but they couldn't get him. It's Todd. Leaping, and Witt makes the save. Would not have counted. Crease violation. Brett Edwards up the floor quickly. Raptors want one more. Just hoping nothing too bad unfolds at the end of this game.
You just shut out 1 second. I think you're all, hold on, give me 1 minute.
Nick Williams once again with the ball on the near side. 6 to shoot. Looks like he'll try to just heave one on. And he tries in BTB fashion, a save made. Oh, here we go. All right, nothing too bad at the end. Raptors win this one 7-0. Who knows, could be a championship matchup in the future. But it is locked in. Rocky Mountain Raptors, with the tiebreakers considered, are at number 1, as it seems. Mastodons will likely end up the number 2. We got a 1-2 matchup coming up next in Pool B. Chicago, Salt Lake City coming up next on Rabid Bunny Media Productions. We'll see you for that one.